Divas were trending on Twitter, that's a good sign. At least people are talking about the Divas division, because 2 months ago, nobody was talking about it. I mean, Kaitlyn waited months for something to be done with her character following her win of NXT Season 3. She's the only female in NXT history to win a season of it. She waited months to be involved in a storyline. She tried to get something going with AJ, which is why I threw the potentiality of AJ versus Kaitlyn for the Divas title at WrestleMania. WWE still refused to put her in the ring and have her continuously being a valet, which is serving no purpose to either the character of AJ or Dolph Ziggler. Let me clarify something for you. This is not my choice for a Divas title match this year at WrestleMania. You base it off of the great wrestling we saw last year from AJ, and AJ versus Kaitlyn should be what's representing your Divas division this year at WrestleMania, not a three-way between Kaitlyn and the Bella Twins. To me, this is our three-way, ladies and gentlemen, that we've been asking for the last few months. We're not getting it from The Rock, John Cena, and CM Punk, nor are we getting it from Alberto Del Rio, Jack Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler. So what we have to accept is the fact that we will get our three-way from the Divas division as Kaitlyn defends her title against both the Bella Twins. It's not the most precarious position we've seen a Divas champion backed in through the years, but it's what we're getting this year at WrestleMania. Not a big fan of this year's WrestleMania card, if you haven't already figured that out. Next week, we are continuing with our Divas theme as we take a look at Summer Rae and the progression of her career on the all-new NXT. If you want good Divas wrestling, it's seen on Wednesdays on the all-new NXT on WWE.com. Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes, along with his assistant Sasha, great diva, expecting good things from her in the way of in-ring competition. And the next few months, does a great job in putting together a great wrestling show every week on the all-new WWE.com. It's also televised in different parts of the world, and if you want good women's wrestling, it's found there, not so much on the premier shows of Raw and SmackDown. Hopefully the Divas division will get something going productively in the next few weeks leading into WrestleMania. We have just under 4 weeks to go. We can look, but we can't touch. The Bella Twins are back after an impressive return this past Monday night on Raw. It's our three-way. We have to accept the fact that that's what we're getting, as opposed to The Rock, John Cena, and CM Punk for their first ever meeting. Really let down with that, and I can hit myself in the head multiple times realizing that that's our three-way this year after months of wanting something productively done for the WWE or World Heavyweight Championship. Really disappointed. This year's WrestleMania card, the worst WrestleMania card, I think, since WrestleMania 22 back in 2006, where we had so many stipulation matches added to the card so late on the road to WrestleMania. It was just an act of desperation on WWE's part to make the card look that much more impressive, and obviously they're trying to do the same thing with WrestleMania 29, saving it all for WrestleMania 30, which happens next year. The Bella Twins are back. We can look, we can't touch. All we can do is just anticipate what the Bella Twins will do in the second half of their careers. Earlier on in the show, I said the second half of a wrestler's career, both from a male or a female perspective, goes a long way in determining if they go down in history for being known as one of the greatest of all time. We have seen it before, and as I said here earlier, the Bella Twins are a far cry from a women's team back in the 1980s. The best years of their careers are still ahead of them, and we will see it in the second half of their careers. I will be here next week as we continue with our Divas theme, taking a look at the progression of Summer Rae's career on the all-new NXT. She's come a long way from being a ring announcer in the first few months of her career. She is now an in-ring competitor. She made her debut back in February, the week of Valentine's Day, and she's been turning heads ever since. Our Divas theme continues next week on our road to WrestleMania 29. The matches and all the updates for WrestleMania can be found on WWE.com. I will see you next week with a video review of the progression of Summer Rae's career, and enjoy the next few weeks of wrestling, because it's going to get a little bit more interesting, hopefully, I hope, for all wrestling fans. Our Divas theme continues next week, a look at Summer Rae's career, and I will see you next week.
When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking news daily. Interactive forums where you can chat with thousands of other wrestling fans. Exclusive editorials and audio features by some of today's top wrestling superstars. Exclusive video content, weekly polls, live play-by-play coverage of every WWE and TNA pay-per-view. And now, featuring WrestleZone Radio, live with news, in-depth discussions, debates, and interviews with wrestling's top stars, past and present. When you think wrestling, think WrestleZone. WrestleZone.com.
He considers himself God's gift to wrestling, and millions of his faithful agree. With nearly 4 hours of footage and exclusive commentary and matches, this DVD chronicles Daniels' rise from Chicago's Windy City Wrestling to the Asylum in Nashville, and finally to the top of TNA. TNA Home Video presents Heaven Sent, Hell Bound, the best of Christopher Daniels. Available at most retailers and TNAWrestling.com.
Hey, you, right there, the one listening to this show. While you're tuning into this broadcast or when you read the news on WrestleZone.com, are you forming opinions of it all? Or do you just agree with everything you see and hear? If you actually have some sort of afterthought, which, by the way, is normal, we want to know what it is. There are thousands of wrestling fans just like you that simply can't hold their thoughts in either, and they let it all out in our interactive forums. You have a voice, so use it. Simply visit forums.WrestleZone.com. Don't just be active, be reactive in the official WrestleZone.com forums. For all the latest in mixed martial arts, be sure to visit WrestleZone's sister site, SureDog.com. Complete with daily news, exclusive video, interviews, live radio broadcast, interactive forums, and the very popular Fight Finder with bios and complete match-by-match histories of your favorite fighters. SureDog is the only place you need when it comes to mixed martial arts. Visit SureDog.com today.
Hi, my name's Adam Nudelman, but I play the Phantom on the radio. I'm here to remind you that, screw that, my book, Mysteries of Wrestling Solved, is available at finer bookstores everywhere. That stupid fake voice, I hate it. I wrote a book along with Sir Adam Kleinberg called Mysteries of Wrestling. It has the questions that you wanted answered. Why does Steve Austin hate Jeff Jarrett? Are referees really blind and stupid and dumb? Who is actually the toughest wrestler in the business outside of the ring? Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kamala. We get down and dirty with insider facts you've never read about anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? It makes a great stocking stuffer. You're too short, you buy 3 of them, you get tall, you just stand on them. Mysteries of Wrestling Solved by ECW Press, written by Sir Adam Kleinberg and Adam the Phantom Nudelman. Available everywhere. It's done. The plug is done. I'm done. I didn't sell it well enough. There's naked pictures of China in there. Okay? Thank you.
Available now on DVD. John Triton is on the toughest, most important mission of his life.
They have a hostage. It's my wife.
And with everything on the line,
I gotta do something, and I gotta do it now.
nothing and no one can stop him.
See, I tried to kill this guy twice today.
Now, see the Marine in a whole new way with the unrated version. Get more edge-of-your-seat action, more mind-blowing explosions, more of the Marine. This unrated version features material too hot for theaters, plus special behind-the-scenes features. John Cena is the Marine. Only unrated version. Available now on DVD. Rated version also available.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not a real athlete. I'm just a wrestler. I'm 6'10", 328 pounds.
I won boxing's Golden Gloves 3 years in a row.
I was a national champion at the University of Miami. My jersey was retired at Florida State.
I was the ultimate fighting champion.
When you step through those ropes, bad things do happen. Had over 200 stitches. I suffered a dozen concussions. Broken bones. I've separated shoulders. Damn near broke my neck. I've blown out knees. But I still got up. This is who I am.
This is what I do. I'm not really an athlete.
This isn't real. Try lacing my boots.
Every day I train. Thousands of hours of practice.
Injuries can happen at any time.
My kneecap just kind of blew over to the side of my leg. I've torn the pectoral muscle completely off my shoulder.
I've had surgery 5 times in my left knee.
You do question, can I come back from this? My body,
my life is on the line.
Don't risk yours. Please, don't try this.
Hi, Hi, I'm Jonathan Clarke, the voice of HEW Entertainment Radio. For years, HEW Entertainment has been the #1 professional wrestling news website on the internet for good reason, including headlines, extensive video footage, a radio program weekly, a weekly column for our users to read, video footage from HEW Wrestling Network, a YouTube channel, a MySpace, a Facebook, everything that a professional wrestling news website should have. HEW Entertainment has it for you in one place. Event results, video footage, news headlines, thousands of images, a weekly column, a weekly radio broadcast including archives, fantasy results, live chat rooms, forums, pay-per-view play-by-play, and so much more. For more information, add us today at facebook.com Jonathan Clarke and check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com Jonathan Clarke 22 to subscribe to our YouTube videos. HEW Entertainment is professional wrestling's most hated website and the #1 wrestling website on the internet today. Find out why by pulling us up through any major search engines such as Google, Yahoo, Alta Vista, etc. HEW Entertainment, your one source for everything professional wrestling. Do you have an opinion about something you've heard on HEW Entertainment Radio? Well, here's your chance to get a hold of us. Send us an email at hewwrestling@hotmail.com or send us a friend's request on MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment Radio. What are you waiting for? We'd love to hear from you, so drop us a line. Want to let Jonathan Clarke and HEW Entertainment Variety Radio know what's on your mind? Sometimes the radio form isn't enough. That's why HEW Entertainment has an official Facebook. Go to facebook.com and send HEW Entertainment a friend's request by typing in Jonathan Clarke on facebook.com. Once you send us a friend's request, you'll be able